What is up, everybody? It has been too long. I just got back from Chicago. And even though you guys know that I'm covering the Copa America Centenario for the coolest live streaming app of all time, Kizwi, that doesn't mean that I don't care about the other tournament that's happening this summer, the Euros, which used to have only 16 teams that qualified, but now they expanded it to 24 teams so that almost every European nation has a chance to compete so that nobody feels left out. And you can play in the Euros, and you can play in the Euros, and you can play in the Euros, and you can't. Because you're Dutch and you guys can't figure out how to play like a team, so you didn't qualify. But more teams is cool because it means more teams to preview. Euros, 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 Euros. The last two times France hosted a major competition, the 1984 Euros and the 1998 World Cup, they won the trophy. And given the amount of talent on their current rosters, which includes fresh off great seasons like N'Golo Kante, Dimitri Payet, Anthony Martial, and Kingsley Coman, not only is this France's group to lose, it is their tournament to lose. As for the others, well, I love Romania's captain Razvan Rat. Only for his name, but this isn't the same Romania team from 20 years ago when Georgi Hagi was running things. Albania is just happy to be there in their first major tournament, and Switzerland has some talented players in important positions like Steven Lichtsteiner and Granit Xhaka, but they have no one up top to score goals. And don't say the inconsistent Xherdan Shaqiri. No. My guess, France wins the group and Switzerland gets second. Notorious underachievers in major tournaments, England and Russia, face off against notorious underachievers in qualifying for major tournaments, Slovakia and Wales, so this group is going to come down to who underachieves less. England have finally put together a young, vibrant group of players, especially up top and in the midfield, so they're going to create opportunities and they are going to score some goals. It's just a matter of whether they can keep the ball out of the back of their net because their defense is so shaky, so if they can shore up that part of the field, they're going to make a good run. Russia played their best in qualifying when their backs were up against the wall, but if they find themselves in a similar position in this tournament, I don't know if there's going to be enough time for them to dig themselves out of it. Slovakia found a way to scrape through their group in the 2010 World Cup, which included a very good Italy team, and that core of players returns, so they know they're capable, and that confidence and belief can make up for a lack of talent, like Greece when they won the competition in 2004. Though I'm not saying Slovakia is like Greece. I don't expect them to win it, but they could get out of the group. And finally, Wales and the Welsh players who are in their first major tournament since 1958, because they have to know that this is probably the only time they're going to play for their country on this big of a stage, so I get the sense they're going to have a real urgency and purpose to their play. My guess, England wins the group and Wales gets second. I know the lighting is different now. I had to run a few errands and then the sun completely changed. Forgive me. The Germans are the reigning World Cup winners who are so good they have the luxury of leaving Marco Reus off of their 23-man roster. Marco Reus. The guy balls it up for Borussia Dortmund. I don't understand it. I mean, I understand a coach playing favorites, but I don't understand leaving one of your most talented players off your roster completely. I don't care if he's a little bit hurt. It's a long tournament, you nurse him back to health and then you put him in. But with losses to Ireland and Poland in qualifying and losing to England at home in a friendly when they had a lead, maybe that means they do have some weaknesses, including up top. I mean, I love Mario Gomez and Lucas Podolski, but they're not the top players that they used to be. Northern Ireland. First off, let's give it up to them for winning their qualifying group when they're 1/20th the size of any of the other groups they're competing against. 1/20th. And they probably deserve more than like 4 claps, so let's give it to them now. Second, enjoy your 3 games, fellas, because I'm pretty sure you're going to be watching the knockout rounds on TV, just like the rest of us. Oh, Poland is up next, and they have Robert Lewandowski, who led all of Europe with 13 goals in qualifying, and he's got a pretty good supporting cast around him. So I actually have some real expectations that they're going to have a good run in this tournament, so don't let me down. And finally, Ukraine. You guys have some terrific wingers, but I can't pronounce their names, so out of respect for them and their families, I'm not even going to try. Also, their manager is very conservative in his tactical approach, and I just don't know if that's going to generate much success, so they're going to go 3 and out. My guess, Germany wins the group and Poland gets second. Croatia, the Czech Republic, and Turkey are all in a similar situation. They all have some incredible players that play on huge clubs around the world, and then they have some players that don't. So the team that can figure out how to merge those two things together and how to get the talented guys to buy into the ones that aren't so talented and have that collective spirit and they're all on the same page working together will be the team that gets out of the group with, wait for it, Spain! Like always, there is so much talent in this team, and after their poor performance in the 2014 World Cup, they're gonna be hungry too, and that makes them extremely dangerous, not only to win this group, but as favorites to win this tournament as well. My guess, Spain wins the group and the Czech Republic gets second. One of these teams is not like the other, and it's Belgium, who are riding and dying with their inconsistent star Eden Hazard, because if he's on, they're gonna go pretty far. If he's not, then Kevin De Bruyne and Romelu Lukaku, who can be inconsistent at times as well, can't do it alone, and that means Belgium becomes yet another country that can't live up to the hype of their potential. And the others are similar because this will most likely be the last time we see three big stars representing their country in a major competition. And I'm talking about Robbie Keane from Ireland, Zlatan Ibrahimovic from Sweden, and Gigi Buffon from Italy. So enjoy these guys while you can, because this is probably their last hurrah. My guess, Belgium gets first and Ireland gets second. After two consecutive major competitions where they were in the group of death in the 2012 Euros and the 2014 World Cup, Portugal has to love this draw, but they are known to play at the level of their competition, so nothing is guaranteed. Iceland is making their first ever appearance in the Euros, Hungary is participating for the first time in 30 years, and Austria, when they weren't the host in 2008, are making their first appearance in a major competition since the 1998 World Cup. So this makes this group feel wide open, but I assure you, it's not. My guess, Portugal is first and Austria is second. All right, that's it. That is all I got. Who do you guys think will win their respective groups? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and then I'll do a reaction video once the group stages are over, and I'll use your comments too, and it'll be awesome. Also, I miss you guys. I promise more videos are coming soon. Later.